Welcome. In the recent past, mob mentality seems to be coming into play, where all of us are behaving like the crowd, where we are basically doing what the crowd does, being instigated and sometimes provoked to do things which otherwise we may have never done individually all by ourselves. In today's episode of How To, I chose an interesting topic I thought which would help us all think about how to be our own person. I've identified two facets which allow us to be more individually driven, making choices because we think that they are the choices we would ideally like to make. Listen in. Number one, get rid of identity. Yes, I know, most of us identify and associate ourselves in certain ways. I'm Indian, I'm Hindu, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, I'm a psychologist, I'm a student, a sports person, and what have you. And it is this identity which is actually a big culprit in us being easily directed towards a mob. A mob loves identity. A mob wants us to associate ourselves with the facet that they subscribe to. But the minute you get rid of the need for identity, that means you don't define yourself in any way except one, which I'll just come to, you will find yourself being far more individually and thinkingly driven. So people ask me, so Varka, what is the identity then that we should be associated with? And I reply and smile, only one, being human. The minute you identify yourself as a human being, even though you may have facets of belonging to a certain religion or being a citizen of a particular country or being in a particular profession, there comes a different kind of flexibility. You don't have to conform, you don't have to belong, you don't have to associate, because now you only see yourself as a human. And then humans hopefully can be thinking people who make sensible choices so that they take their lives ahead. Point 2. In our desperate need to belong, we are becoming more like a herd, like cattle who are going towards a certain crowd. Actually, right from childhood, we've always aspired to belong to a group of people. So as a child, I may have aspired to belong to that cool group of people. As a girl, to that gang of girls who did really happening things like drinking, smoking, partying and going on holidays. As a man, belonging to that elite club of highly successful entrepreneurs who have startups and billions of dollars. So, the more you aspire to belong to a group or a set of people, your neediness will never allow you to retain your individuality. Groups love people who do the same thing. So the second part to retaining your own personhood is dropping the need to belong. Yes, I know, as humans, we are social animals, but it's a myth that has been sold to us that we have to belong to be relevant. It couldn't be further from the truth, because at the end of the day, even though we are social, we were born alone and we will die alone. Why is it that we find ourselves so uncomfortable in living on our terms as much with the aloneness which brings us comfort and contentment? So in How to Be Your Own Person, get rid of the need for identity, just be human, and get rid of the need to belong and start spending a little more time with yourself so that you make more informed choices and don't go and become like the mob. If you like what you hear, do hit the like button, do share my video, and of course continue to write to me at varka@varkachulani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye.